Drivers, even good ones, are seeing their car insurance premium go up these days.
Yeah, 300 Sides' Gary Harper explains why, and he also has a way for you to save some of your hard-earned money.
The last couple of years have been pretty rough for the auto insurance industry. There have been more accidents, and of course that means more claims to pay. So what do? Well, they jack up your premiums in order to balance things out, even if you're a good driver.
Integra Insurance Group, this is Daniel.
Daniel Horales has been in the insurance business for 15 years, and for the last few years, he says the insurance industry has really changed the formula when it comes to premiums, particularly here in Arizona.
Most people are still, thinking how insurance rates were maybe 10, 15 years ago, where, their own personal driving history or their vehicles would make the biggest difference in their rates.
But Horales says that's just not true anymore. He says across the board, the insurance industry has had to pay out more for claims. In order to pay those claims, premiums have spiked, even for good drivers.
So what that means is, as there's an accident, the amount of money that's paid out by the insurance company has gone up 12, 15, and sometimes 20% depending on the type of accident.
Adding to the problem is the severity of accidents and the number of fatalities involved in those collisions. Insurance companies have to pay those claims, and as a result, they pass on the higher expenses to you.
Well, there's been a trend for the last 2 years where the severity of auto accidents has really increased.
So why are there more accidents with more serious injuries? Well, there could be a connection when you consider there's an increase in people driving and texting. Horales says there's also other factors causing rates to rise.
Vehicles are more expensive. Think about it. If a car costs more than it used to, then obviously to repair that vehicle, parts, things like that are going to cost more too.
So if you're thinking insurance is just like the old days, think again and drive safe.
You might have the best driving record in the world, but if your neighbor gets into an accident and you're with the same insurance company and it costs a lot of money, that ultimately affects how your rates are going to either go up or go down.
And here's another thing to know. Just because you've been loyal to your insurance company for many years doesn't mean that you have to stick with them. It's a good idea to check around, get some more quotes, make sure that you're getting the best deal. Just because you've been with them a long time doesn't mean you are getting a deal. I'm Gary Harper, 3 on your side.